What goes into a ball python breeding plan? I got the 2023 final pairings right here in my hand. We're gonna go through all of them today, why I'm pairing what together, and we're gonna go fast. I got 20 pairings to get through. Let's get to it. What's going on, everybody? It's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for joining me here today. If we've not met before, this channel is all about my family's ball python business. We share everything here as transparently as possible. We talk business, we talk social media, we talk marketing, the animals, breeding, all of it together. We put it all right here, document it right here on the Proper Royals channel. I hope you'll consider hanging out and subscribing if you enjoyed today's episode. All the contacts are down below in the Linktree app. You can check out everywhere on the internet where Proper Royals is in one click on that Linktree link. Did I say app earlier? Linktree link. So I've been going through my past couple videos were my breeder females and then my breeder males, where my son Charlie made his film debut. Check out those videos. I got the links kind of popping up all around here. And then I actually did, on Tuesday nights, I do a live show right here on the channel, 8 p.m. Eastern time. A couple weeks ago, I did an episode on the 2023 pairings. I thought I had it done. I was ready to go. Well, I started talking through it, and my guest, Chris from B&S Reptilia, he was kind of my co-host mentor for that episode to talk me through and to share his thoughts. And the audience chat and Chris's input changed everything. It was so great. It's one of the reasons why I do share everything on this channel, is that I get so much input from people with more experience than myself. So it was really fantastic, but it made me realize I needed to go back to the drawing board. So I did go back to the drawing board, and boom, I have the list right here. The final decisions are made. I'm gonna be ready to pair. We'll get right to it. So let's jump in. We got 20 pairings to get through. Also of huge help to me on that live episode was Brandon Nixon at Nixon Reptiles. He's been a very good friend of the show, good friend of Proper Royals. Let's go. Let's jump right in. Okay, my first breeder female. She is a cinnamon, and she was sold to me as an orange dream, possible yellow belly. In my experience that I've gained, I'm highly doubtful that she has orange dream or yellow belly, but she is most certainly cinnamon. I am going to now, I've decided to pair her with a Fire Enchi leopard hypo. He's kind of a stacked boy. Fire Enchi and leopard will all make cool combinations with the cinnamon. There'll be 100% hypo babies coming out of there. And what I'm really looking forward to as well is a cinnamon Enchi allelic combination, which will be fantastic for future breeding, because anything that breeds with that animal in the future will never produce a normal, and that's really attractive, especially when we start talking about future recessive plans and keeping going. My second female is an Enchi, no hets, no recessive, no anything else, single gene Enchi. I've had her for sale on Morph Market, and right now the market's not moving so fast. I don't have any breeding plans for her, but I might use her as a backup. I might come across a great breeder male that I'm able to pick up at a bargain in this low and slow market right now. There's deals out there. I'm going to keep her on the sidelines and keep her open. My third one is a normal, even less than that Enchi girl. Same story with that one. I'm going to keep her open, and she's for sale. If y'all are looking for a breeder normal or a breeder Enchi, get in touch with me. They're both proven, and they're both 4, 5 years, 6 years old now. My fourth breeder female, she is my biggest girl. Her name is Jenny. She is a visual pastel, and she is het cryptic. This year I am going to pair her first and foremost with an Enchi clown male. So what I want to go for is 100% het clowns. According to the odds, the rest of the clutch will be half Kryptons. So I could get Enchi pastel Kryptons would be really great to get from her. Most of these snakes do have a backup plan. I'm just going through the primary pairings. My fifth animal, female breeder female that I'm going to pair is a Enchi het clown. She was proven as het clown the past couple of years. She's bred and produced very nicely. She is also going to go to that same Enchi clown male. We're going to go for Enchi Enchi clowns and super Enchi clowns to come from that clutch. Would be real nice to get from there. My sixth animal is the sister to the one we just talked about, another Enchi het clown breeder female. I am going to pair her to my pastel visual clown male. That guy always produces interesting clutches. I think there's something else in there. Maybe not. Maybe blade. Maybe it's just simple as blade. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just he just kicks out cool looking babies. Pastel Enchi clown will be the best outcome that I'll be going for in that pairing. Next, I got a first year breeder. I call her Amelie is her name. She is a pinstripe het clown, and I am going to pair her to my acid male. Now that acid is possible het clown. I have sent off the shed to be tested through Morph Market's new testing partnership. I'm anticipating the results anytime. So I hope to have those results before I go through final pairing, but he is an acid possible het clown, and I'm going to breed him to the female, which is a pinstripe het clown. So if we get real lucky, I could hit an acid pinstripe clown if he proves het for clown. Lots of ifs there. In the worst case scenario, I can get acids, I can get pinstripes, acid pinstripes, and she is het clown. So those babies will be possible hets as well. So I really want to have some cool projects going with acid, and I love the acid clown project. So I'm going to get right after that. Hopefully I hit one this year. Hopefully like I'm into it. My next female that I'm going to breed is my VPI Axanthic. No other codoms. She is certainly breeding size. I am going to pair her to a pied hypo super pastel. So all the babies will all be the same thing. They're all going to be pastel, triple het Axanthic, pied hypo. Really powerful options for the future. Also, I'm taking into the market a little bit. Triple hets are very valuable, and they can fund some future purchases and future investments for me as well. Next up for the breeder female is a normal looking het VPI, and she produced this year. She produced some real beauties. We're going to do the same pairing with her again. I'm going to pair her to a fire het VPI male. So it's a het to het pairing. It's the best I got. I don't have any visual VPIs right now that are mature. I'm holding back some from this season that I got, but I got to do another season of het to het. Not ideal, but we're all growing. We're all on our own path, right? Next female is a blackhead het genetic stripe. She did not go for me this past year. She has only ever in her life been paired to the male that she's going to continue to be paired with, and he is a blackhead het genetic stripe. It's long odds, but we could get, and I don't know that one's been made before either. I've not seen it. We could get a super blackhead genetic stripe. That's certainly the project I'm working towards. Unlikely to hit on the first go around, but I could start holding back some of the offspring to work that project a little bit and see what other things I want to start working into it as well. Pretty cool options on that. Next is my Ultramel pinstripe female. Man, she did not go this year. I was so disappointed that she did not go. She is proven though, and so maybe she was just holding out for an even better year this year. And I tell you what, I'm going to pair her to my acid boy. I would love to see to work an acid Ultramel project. Ooh, that would be fantastic. So I'm going to pair her to my acid male. Again, he is possible het clown. I'll know when the testing comes back. All of the babies will be 100% het Ultramel, and they might be possible het clown. If I find out that he is het for clown, what I'll do is I'll save the first sheds from the babies and I'll ship them all off, and I'll find out which animals are double het Ultramel clown. I could have acid pinstripe double het Ultramel clown babies. Woohoo, yeah. Next up, breeder female number 12. We call her Candy because she is a visual candy. That's it. No codoms with her. She is going to go to an animal I acquired specifically to pair with her. She is going to get paired to a pastel Enchi double het candy pied. Really what I'm aiming for is visual candies. They'll be possible het pied. I could test for those. I'm really excited about working Enchi and pastel into the candy project. I think the Enchi is going to bring out a little bit of pattern reduction, of course, but I think it's going to bring out some oranges and maybe even some purples with the coloring that Enchi usually brings, and then pastel is just going to brighten everything up again. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll hit a pastel Enchi candy. A little bit of long odds. Breeder number 13, she is a visual hypo. Again, no codoms. I regret that I didn't invest a little more strongly in the beginning, but hey, again, as this part of the process, right? She is also going to go to that hypo that I told you about at the very beginning, the Fire Enchi Leopard hypo male. The best we could produce is Fire Enchi Leopards hypos from it, but that's a pretty cool combination. The other thing I'm interested in is an Enchi Leopard hypo. As much as I like fire, I have to watch out, because eventually if you breed fire to fire, you're going to get all white snakes, and all white hypo it's a cool breeder, but it's not visually as cool. So I want to avoid those unless I'm making them on purpose. So having an Enchi Leopard where I actually take fire out of the mix will be a nice option as well. Number 14 is my Coral Glow hypo female breeder. Hypo is very difficult to see in bananas, particularly in this mature one that I didn't have any experience with. And over the past 2 seasons, I've been able to prove, I bought her as het hypo, and it's turned out this year I proved her to be visual hypo. Bonus, fantastic. Knowing that, I am going to breed her to my pied hypo super pastel male that I described earlier. All the babies will be hypo. I could get Coral Glow pastel hypo babies that will also be 100% het for pied. Those are going to be powerful breeder opportunities for the future, and I could get into the banana hypo pied project, which would be pretty cool. The pastel in the pied is just going to make that electric. The next 3 are identical snakes, and they're identical pairings, so we're going to knock out 15, 16, and 17, boom, right in a row. They are all 3 normal het pieds. Normally, I would not actually breed these. I would have moved these on, sold these, passed these on to another breeder, taken that money that I raised and maybe bought one female or another investment male. However, these were purchased in a collection that I bought coming up on a year ago now. I know the breeder. I'm confident that they're het pied, but I can't guarantee it. I wouldn't sell them as het pied unless I had created them myself. So I'm going to prove them, hopefully get some cool babies along the way. They're all going to get paired to a banana pied. Hopefully we'll kick out a whole bunch of pieds and banana pieds. Hopefully the odds are good to me, and we'll have some fun with that clutch. Number 18 is my lavender female, and she is 66% het pied. Man, I've been growing this girl up for a long time. I hope she, I hope she's pied. I didn't have the money at the time to buy a lavender 100% het pied, and I bought the best animal I could at the time. 2 years later, I'm here going, man, I hope this girl proves for pied. What can you do, right? So I am going to pair her to a lavender 100% het pied male. We'll move closer, we'll progress in the project, but hopefully she proves pied. And if we're real lucky and she proves pied, maybe we'll knock out a dreamsicle in the first go around. Very long odds for that to happen, but you know, this is why we play the game, right? My 19th female, she is a pied female, no codoms, and I am going to pair her. I wrestled with this one. This is sort of a pet project on this one. I'm going to pair her to an Orange Dream het pied. And normally I would have paired her to one of the other visual pieds. The odds will increase that I get all visual pieds, which are more valuable than hets, sell those visuals, and then buy the Orange Dream pied. Here's the thing, this Orange Dream male that I have is just striking. I like working with him. I've had him for a long time, and he's kind of special to me. So not everything is business and market decision driven, and I want to see what I can do with this very specific line of Orange Dream. I held back one of his female offspring from last year. She's going to be ready to breed next year, and I'm just excited to see if I can really single out some of the best animals from this Orange Dream selection that I have, because I really enjoy it. I know Ozzy's got his high intensity. Maybe this is some of that. I'm not sure. It is striking though, some of these babies, how different they look from each other. So I've held back a couple of those. I want to keep going, and I want to see him. I want to see that Orange Dream example from in this pied rather than buying a different one. So there, I get to do it because I own snakes, right? This is why we do these things. My 20th breeder female is a leopard het pied, and she is actually possible het for VPI as well. I'm not going to go down that road of trying to prove out her for VPI. I'm enjoying what I'm getting from my pied projects this year. So leopard het pied, she is proven. I am going to pair her with my pied hypo super pastel male, which means that what I'll be looking for will be a leopard pastel pied het hypo to continue my hypo pied projects. That's it. Those are all 20 of my pairings. What are you looking forward to? If you're interested in any of those pairings and the offspring that could come from them, shoot me an email at properroyals@gmail.com. I keep a customer wish list. It takes a year. Things change. There's no obligation on there. So if there's something you're interested in and want to see what the outcome is, shoot me a note. I keep track of all of that stuff. I love keeping track of it. The other thing that'll happen once I get your email is that I'll send you a monthly inventory list of what I have available. You can opt out anytime. I don't spam you. Once a month is what you'll get. I send you everything, and the lists do include everything that's on Morph Market, and usually a little cheaper than what's on Morph Market as well. So I'll send you that list if you want to get involved. properroyals@gmail.com. In the meantime, keep it right here on the Proper Royals channel. Keep you up to date with everything that we have going on, everything that happens with these pairings. And I cannot wait until I get to see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.